scars on her face, a life of agony. She falls from grace. There's no light. She tries to find a way out of the dark, guided by her heart. No damsel glory, trapped in a story. Nothing certain. She caught in a dream. Nothing certain. She really wanted to see. And her demons crawl. She has to fall to rise. I still see what she wants to be, a star on the sky. She wants to fly. She still tries, but break down and lies. But she's falling down with a golden crown. She wants only glory, trapped in a story. Confession. She's caught in a dream. Confession. She really wanted peace, and she can't escape from her fate. Still her demons call. She has to fall to rise. An abstention. Is this my life? A life with a bitter taste? Am I condemned to waste? Show me my mistakes, and face me with my fate. I assume that my life is doomed.
Right, mate. Let's get it. Who's hosting it?
What level do you want? What do you want the difficulty?
Don't matter to me, mate. Oh
I'll put it
shit!
on hard.
Forgot forgot I uninstalled the game. Oh, fuck's sake,
You're a muppet.
mate. I thought no one was getting on it, so I uninstalled it because we weren't playing it.
You're a muppet.
I'm the Muppet. Fuck off. Fuck's sake.
You're a muppet.
Hold on. Let's put.
You're a muppet. No, you're a fucking muppet.
I'll see. How long will it take to download? Be like 10 minutes. It's only 17 gigs. This is all your fault, mate.
You're a fucking racist.
You look like a fucking hairy ballsack. Yeah, smoke kid.
I think the most racist person in our group is Josh. The least racist is probably me.
Nah,
'Cause I'm not racist at
you're
all.
up there, mate. Like, if it wasn't for this like Discord stuff, you'd be like cancelled, mate. You'd be cancelled. That's how messed up you are.
Josh just loves baiting people.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't do that shit because I don't want to get banned.
Yeah, mate. You like getting banned by a guy named Ben.
You look like a fish.
You look like snot.
You look like a frog got fucked in the ass.
You look like a unicorn that got stabbed in the ass.
It's really offensive, you know. How fucking dare you?
I dare you to say something. Louder! 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 Oh, who cares? Well, the vibe's ruined, Terry. You ruined it. You've ruined it. Well, I'm gonna put something on. While we wait.
What are you putting on? What are you doing?
Just music, mate. Relax.
What the fuck's that? Oh, I watched Star Wars for the first time.
First time watching Star Wars
I watched it when I was 5, but I never watched it again.
when you were 5. What'd you watch?
Watching it from the beginning, The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What do you
Good one,
think?
yeah.
What are you thinking? What do you think of it?
And the graphics are better than I remember. Obviously, like the
Stuff remastered and remade, yeah.
yeah, like every fucking year. But like the VFX would compete with today's standards. Like I've seen Marvel movies with worse fucking
Yeah.
VFX.
Because they're always Nah, I mean, you just
So-
gotta.
So what? So the bad
Oh.
Nazi guys, assuming
Hey.
they're like the Republic, not Republic, the
What?
Federation
Who-
is like a
the-
company. I'm assuming.
They're a trade federation.
So they're a company.
Sure, they're the
like
banking. They're a banking clan.
Yeah.
And essentially.
And then the Senate's just a collection of planets. that trying to like
Impose
Star
law.
Fleet or like
Yeah.
Star in like
To
Star
ben-
Trek,
they,
like
they
the
benefit, yeah, they benefit their own country or their own planets' alignments, right? And each country has its own
and
sort
the
of.
Federation's a giant corporation or some shit. Or,
Yes, because they disbanded because they felt the Republic are, imposing stuff that they don't like. That's how it happens, It's like, but they didn't start initially as a conglomerate until a guy named Darth Sidious.
Well, no, I didn't watch it because when I was a kid, when you watch a kid, you don't appreciate the politics and the, you're just like, oh, fight
Yeah.
scene,
Politics
But,
were good
you're-
because it
You're older, you appreciate it more. You know what I mean?
yeah, you
you
appreciate the
understand.
subtleties of what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah, the politics, like when you're young, you just want fucking action and shit and comedy. And,
well, you just want
don't-
something to bite your teeth into real quick, like
But
whereas
I like the politics. Like Game of Thrones is not the show like you'd watch as a kid, for example.
no,
It's something.
I mean,
not even show
you would watch it if you're a kid because everyone's talking about it, but other
No, but
than-
like I have watched Star Wars. I have watched it, but I watched it when I was a kid on the VHS tape and all that.
yeah, that'd be probably the originals.
Yeah. But like,
Anyway. Well, if you need
like,
anything answered, I'm your guy.
I don't get me wrong. Like I've watched all the new movies and all that several times.
Just
I've watched
haven't
all
watched them in
Clone
order.
Wars. I watched all the Clone Wars. I used to watch that every episode as a kid. I haven't watched the Rebels or any of that stuff.
Mm.
But like, so I'm understanding the Force now as well a bit more because it explains it. That's good.
Yeah,
That
the
story,
explanation with the Force is a bit convoluted now. There's so many different sort of.
Well, they've had years and years and years, and then
Well,
new
that's-
people start making stuff, and
Well, they're changing who can become Force sensitive now. It's almost like, George Lucas, like it's basically anyone can use the Force, but you gotta put in the time and effort into it. Like it's the same as if you want to be a karate master or some shit, right? You gotta put in the effort to do it, right? Where like everyone can do it, but everyone can't complete it, can't master it, and eventually you get people that, just can't do it. It's almost like Squibs from Harry Potter, where
Yeah.
there's actually people that can't do magic.
yeah.
But that
Like-
are magical.
And I'm assuming like the Sith is when they is like, you
They're
know how
like-
like superheroes like with the boys and stuff, like they've got these superpower people. So I'm assuming it's just that, like where
The Sith are like
the
your
temptation and the anger and all that.
Yeah, but the Sith are more like they're in high
it's definitely-
numbers because they've
So
been
I'm
in-
assuming the Sith is when I don't quite understand it, but what I've seen so far, it's where you use your gift for evil, not good.
you use it to, it depends because back when being a Sith user was just a Sith user. It was just a Force user was a Force user. A Jedi was just a blanket term of a Force user, wasn't good or evil. And then you got eventually Dark Jedi. Dark Jedi were originally just normal things, but the original Sith come from like an ancient dark sort of world called like they basically originated with Sith where they taught like they learned how to use the Force with corrupt intent. With corrupt intent is
The way I'm interpreting it is like, the boys. Have you seen the boys? And
yeah,
the,
sort of.
yeah. So it's, for example, they're given a power and if they don't use it for good, they become corrupted, and then
No, because you have free will of what you want to do. It's just whether or
yes,
not
yeah,
how
no,
you
but if
do
you
those.
but if you become corrupted, then you become a Sith.
Not necessarily corrupted could just be you like. It doesn't mean you're a Sith. Corrupted could just be like bad intentions when like this.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain because it's not black and white. There's a bit of grey where there's also good Jedi who are bad, who are a bit underhanded. They're almost like a grey Jedi where they're not particularly good, but they're not particularly bad. There's all like that's where you get the orange sort of lightsabers come from because they are kind of there are Sith, but they're not fully Sith. Where they have more, they're not just gonna kill you outright just because they want to or they want to dominate you. Whereas Sith want to absolute dominate. They want to control everything. You know, they want to learn. They want to become powerful. They want to become more than just everyone. They're basically like they like to flex. You know, they get the muscles. They want to flex it to everyone. Whereas everyone else, they're like fucking karate masters. You know, who just don't give a shit. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like being a Sith, you know, using the dark side of Force is easier. It's easier. You see results easier, but it's very like dangerous to use because you become almost deformed. You can fuck yourself over just using the Force because there's properties in it that just you know will hurt you if you don't know what you're doing and that's why the becoming a Jedi is harder because you have to learn slowly, moderately, whereas Jedi, so you don't, you know, so you can control the Force, where you learn how to use the Force, not not be powerful. You actually become, you know, you got to become one with the Force. You got to see balance. You got to see, you know, you can't be too much passion can become dangerous. Like you got to learn to control your emotions and abilities and not be too cranky, not be too selfish, not to be too arrogant, but not to be too, you know, reliant on just, you know, ask for help when you need help. Ask, you know, you gotta have good intentions and whereas dark side and Sith are very you know, want control, want power straight away. We want to I want to dominate you. I want to win before you win, and so the Jedi and Sith have been in fighting for thousands of years, where each time one side gets control or has the upper hand, you see a dynamic shift. And that's where right now, or at least in this timeline of Star Wars, with the Phantom Menace being the start of the new saga of Star Wars, is you see the height of the Jedi Order, the Jedi Order being the most, almost no Sith has been around for thousands of years, like almost hundreds of years at this point. If there were any Jedi Sith remnants that were more like Dark Jedi, not really Sith. Being a Dark Jedi doesn't mean you're a Sith. You just do like you want to change the order for better or worse, whatever you view uh, as something, right? Whereas, and so when we're at Phantom Menace, you see the Jedi as they are, almost like the Church in a sense. That you think of Church back in the day, that the height of their power, so everyone was, you know, feared the Jedi, feared the Church, you know, and so with that comes with, you know, they're guardians of peace, right? They're not meant to go out and fight. They're meant to just almost like get between the factions that are fighting and resolve it in a peaceful way. But then you get that's where the Sith sort of re-enter, right? With eventually become more powerful, more like the way that the Sith have able to infiltrate the Republic is because of um, corruption, right? They've been able to use corruption to corrupt other politicians and other things again to get themselves into high powers using bounty hunters and assassins and all that to advance themselves, and that's how they kind of have made their. That's how Darth Sidious or Chancellor Palpatine, you see, uh, you know, get into these positions of power because they've corrupted people around them to believe that what they're doing is the right thing, and with that, you see the rule of two. Rule of two is only two Sith at one time, one master, one apprentice, because before then there was always fighting with the Sith, because each person wanted more power than the other, and so eventually one guy by the name of Darth Bane cut down on, like, basically, and that got rid of all that, like destroyed every single Sith Sith dude, and basically become his own. He started off the rule of two. He was the master, found the apprentice, and it's kind of been like that all the ways to now, where you see Jedi, like you see them start coming back again because they've been able to, you know, like each master has been able to outdo the next. Each apprentice has been able to either kill off their master or outdo him in some way, where they either obviously die, right? And so with Phantom Menace, you see the banking clan being the separatists, who are almost like a puppet for this war that's about to start, which is the Clone Wars. And these guys are basically they're basically being manipulated into starting a war with the Jedi. That's what Palpatine's goal was this whole time, was to have the Jedi basically fight an army, right? And then using, I mean, like at the moment, you're on Naboo trying to help, I guess, the Queen of Naboo and all that. Obviously Naboo as well. You know, stave off the invasion, but they don't. Obviously, then they get out and then they escape, but not to just run away, but to a planet of Tatooine. That's where you find, well, that's where they pick up Anakin. Anakin being the pod racer, you see, who is considered the chosen one because of his midichlorian count, who's one of the highest in the Jedi Order, higher than Master Yoda at that point, and it's very intriguing because it's either there's a lot of like theories on how Anakin became, like, because it's basically like a Jesus, where Mary became pregnant by God, you know, where this is kind of what it is with Anakin. He got birth from the Force, but there's really theories of how he actually became, how that actually happened. It was like a guy by the Chancellor Palpatine or Darth Sidious's previous master, Darth Plagueis or Sidious were the one to manipulate him and then to force a pregnancy with um, Anakin's mother, and then with that born Anakin, and then you see that he eventually becomes a Jedi. Starts off his semi-training with Qui-Gon Jinn, but also trying to help the Naboo at the time, and eventually sort of gaining the support. Like the Naboo gained support of the Sins, but they couldn't really form an army because they're Jedi. They don't have an army to send. Like the Red Republic don't have an army really. They may have people, but they don't have armies. And that's where. Have you watched Clone Wars yet?
Bits and pieces, not all the way through though.
No, the Attack of Clones, I mean.
No,
the movie.
Oh, I've watched them all, I'm pretty sure, but I have no recollection of anything that happened. The only knowledge is, the only thing I can remember is that scene where they're in that weird space clone facility with the waves and shit. And
Oh,
they
that's
say, I'm
Kamino.
Emilia,
Yeah,
and
those.
then I remember the fucking gladiatorial battle.
That's Attack of Clones. Where.
Like, I don't remember much. That's the thing. So it's good, I get to watch it again,
Yeah,
essentially.
it's good to
First
watch.
time.
It's good to watch them because, especially if you got watch them with your partner, that's usually the best moments to watch them because they at least you got something to watch it together. But that's what Singularity does. He's been watching that with his missus as well. Like pretty much just watching stuff like that because it actually, you know, you go through a bit of a journey with each other in terms of watching something that's nothing like you've ever like you won't watch it. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
surprised you haven't been watching with your fiance
Nah,
or wife.
we've been watching Power.
The 50 Cent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Hmm. Alright, got 9 minutes left.
The new Minecraft update looks alright.
Mhm.
Like for that, just that one block is making it alright.
But I turn around and go. Everything I know got me running all alone. So I need another way. Even when I'm paid, I don't even wanna stay. Oh yeah, you think it's something that it ain't. Maybe it's better that we change our ways. And when it finally showed its face, we out of time, it was too late. Gold chain with a dope range, 19 with the whole thing. Main stage, gotta get that money, yeah. 100 tracks up under me, can't stand here, another beat. Made it rain, but it ain't that sunny, yeah. But I turn around and go. Everything I know got me running all alone. So I need another way. Even when I'm paid, I don't even wanna stay. So
But they're, you know, CurseForge,
Yeah.
the modding software they use for mods and stuff in Minecraft. Well, they've partnered with Ark Survival Evolved, so there's going to be cross-play mods and stuff. And it's going to be built directly into the game. Probably the first game to ever actually do something like that. Like, I don't know any other game that's had, like, they've had mod loaders, but not a lot actually like a mod workshop in it. With most games that I know, you can go to the Steam store, download mod, downloads, go into the game, press the active button where it activates into your game. And yeah. But will it be good? Because obviously, most games when they release are dog shit.
bitch on the last of the 4 horses, and I'm here to collect the corpses. Every time I spit up on a beat, I make another mortgage. Tell me where the mortgage. I'm finna join forces. Put every rapper in a body bag. I don't kid like a pro-abortion. I stand at a bust out, ignoring everybody that was talking. Shit's flushed out. It's boring.
So the new thing, they fucked the launch up a bit though. The launch is fucked up bad. Michael.
Yeah.
So what happened was, the Xbox Game Partners event was on today, 4 AM, where they showed a bunch of games and shit, like new games and all that. Said coming soon. The new DLC that they it's just built a remake, essentially remastered, but like from the ground up. But then coming soon, so everyone's like, oh fuck you, because it said they originally said it was going to come out in October, right? Then it comes out, 26th of October, alright, they're gonna announce it, gameplay and photos and stuff. Right, so they announced it and released it on the same day, but the problem was, still haven't released it yet. They're trying to release it, but they're having problems downloading it into Steam or something. Very weird. Very weird. Very weird. Normally when you have games, they release it and they show gameplay like before, which is sketch, because why do you do that? Like No Man's Sky did that because, well, No Man's Sky actually showed gameplay, like it's like tailored videos, but this one didn't even have any videos at all until the release date.
Yeah.
If I don't make $1 million this year, I swear to God, I'm gonna have a motherfucking meltdown.
Guy fucking died.
Just for?
Video just sent you on Discord private.
I'm just kidding.
Those are darker days before it's paying automatic. So this that fucking old school hungry shit before I had it. Went from seeing static to adding chromatic graphing, taking massive action, but we still record up in the attic. Didn't change a bit, still at home, I'm staying in. Plotting on my way to win, but hold on, wait a minute. When I take a hit, I'm straighten it. Ain't no way I'm curving, win the day I murder, hit the layup, pay for certain, trying to hit a homer. Every day I'm swinging, never stay alone or better stay the way I'm winning, This for everybody feeling stuck up in the maze. Go get another play, motherfucking win the day. Putting in the work while I made a day. I don't wanna, but I do it anyway. Got the blood, sweat, and tears, I don't wanna wait. I've been crushing all my fears when I win the day. Goddamn, better win the day. You wanna be the man, better win the day. Give a fuck about your feelings, I'ma win the day. Motherfucking CEO, better win the day. Days will lead to weeks, weeks turn into months. Couple those will breed some confidence to walk without a crutch. You still limping, you ain't much, you ain't getting nothing done. Always fishing for a compliment without lining your ducks. Yeah, say that with a cadence, like how you think I got it. That's years of fucking patience without no help from a dotted. I just want it where my heart is, but that shit always changing. From go get followers to $500,000, I'm motivated. Whoa, game is so frustrating me. What else can you lay on me? Focus on today only. See where the steps are taking me. From baby teeth till I'm 83. You ain't getting net worth. Couple hundred records got me weathered to the pressure. Guess they never stopping playing me. Had to hack my way to green. Music stuff to make a G. I just made 15 in a week. Tiny steps turn into massive wins. Keep coming back again. Never passive, just action attacking it. Yeah, putting in the work while I made a day. I don't wanna, but I do it anyway. Got the blood, sweat, and tears. I don't wanna wait. I've been crushing all my fears when I win the day. Goddamn, better win day, I should have been running away. No, whatever the reason I needed to be here, I'm steady just winning the day. Whoa, try to get in the door, but I don't want any more. Whoa, quick decide to get off the floor, or die regretting the chore. Whoa, don't know why I'm here today, I should have been running away. No, whatever the reason I needed to be here, I'm steady just winning the fucking day. Putting in the work while I'm here today. I don't wanna, but I do it anyway. Got the blood, sweat, and tears, I don't wanna wait. I've been crushing all my fears when I win the day. Goddamn, better win the day. You wanna be the man, better win the day. Give a fuck about your feelings, I'ma win the day. Motherfucking CEO, better win the day.
What the fuck you doing?
Cause I always find a way.
Oh fucking hell! What just happened?
That was my escape, yeah, yeah. Staying there was never in the game. But how you make your way when you can't even write a play? So you wanted more than you could ever
Didn't even
chase.
do this.
And all you see is motherfucking hate shit. Hard to keep your head up. You used to love it, now you hate this. Hide away, I can't take this, yeah. I don't know, can I take another payload? Trying to go, all I hear is saying lay low. Get it all, they just wanted me to stay low. But I want it high. Always on the move, never cruising. And nothing left to prove, I just do it. And I can't even choose, but I know I have to. I have to, yeah, yeah. Leveled up my view, had to move it. Meet me at the top for the viewing. And I can't even choose, but I know I have to. I have to, yeah, yeah. Cause there's nothing left to prove. Been since 2010, now I do what I wanna do, yeah, yeah. Got it, now there's something left to do. And that make all the difference when you're shooting for the moon. Cause the sunny on the other side, I made it. Guaranteed a gray unless the enemy's complacent. All the work I put in, I've been rushing, I've been patient. I don't fade, I don't take shit, yeah. I don't know, can I take another payload? Trying to go, all I hear is saying lay low. Get it all, they just wanted me to stay low. But I want it high. Always on the move, never cruising. And nothing left to prove, I just do it. And I can't even choose, but I know I have to. I have to, yeah, yeah. Leveled up my view, had to move it. Meet me at the top for the viewing. And I can't even choose, but I know I have to. I have to, yeah, yeah. How can I make all this worthwhile? How can I make all this worthwhile? I've been running out of time, damn it, I have to, yeah, yeah. How can I make all this worthwhile?